Hi there, I'm going to cover a few things that might be helpful for you to either prepare to move or just to declutter for everyday life. I think it's necessary that people do that in order to just feel free again. I mean, it builds up and it's always time you should go through this stuff, but if you're moving especially, I think it's time to get rid of the stuff that you need so you're not packing and moving things that you don't need. So one of the items, there's 14 that I'm going to go over today just to make it obvious and kind of condense everything down. But number one, I'm going to say beauty products. So I'm going to say go through whether it's your lotions, your makeup, your things, bacteria and stuff like that build up. It shouldn't be something that you keep for longer than a year, because not only do things like bacteria build up, but it also gets hard and gross, and also the things like lotion start to smell. That's one thing. The other thing is old electronic cables and things like that. I will tell you, I find a lot of people who save old remotes. They don't know what TVs it goes to, whether it be speakers or batteries or things like that. Get rid of them. I'm sure that you will not need it, so go ahead and get rid of it. Unused hobby supplies. People with knitting, I used to knit, I used to do this scrapbooking, I used to do all these things that you don't do anymore. It's just taking up space. It's actually clutter around and you don't need to move it. So go ahead and get rid of it. If it's something that you don't, sewing projects you're never gonna get to, or I'm gonna make these pillows at some point. A lot of people collect that stuff. It's easy to do. You're at Hobby Lobby or you're at Michael's and you think, yeah, I'm gonna get this and I'll do this some point. Don't put that on your plate. It's another responsibility you don't need to deal with. So old paperwork. This is really common because most people just save every piece of paperwork, every bank statement, every statement about which all of these things are online. You can access all of them online. You don't need to save them for years back. You should shred them. Definitely any sensitive material, whether it be tax returns, bank statements, anything like that should be shredded, but it should leave the house, and it doesn't have to sit in the stack in your house to shred it. You could actually take it to a location. They'll charge you to do it, but it's a lot easier than keeping this stuff stacked up. Gifts that you never liked or used. If you've never used them and you never wore them and you'd be embarrassed to, don't keep it. It doesn't make sense to do that. I take a picture of it. Gag gifts. People will save gag gifts and I'd like to re-gift that somewhere else or whatever. Do it now. You don't have to wait for an event. If you want to give that to someone else, give it away, but get rid of it. It doesn't need to have shelf space in your house or your life. Things that don't fit, clothing. Like if you put something on and you don't feel good about it, you should get rid of it. If you put something on and it doesn't fit, it's too tight or it's too big, don't aspire to get in that size bigger or smaller. Get rid of it. By the time that you lose that weight, or you can always buy something that is going to fit and suit you. And most of the time people have clothes that they never wear. I do that myself. I actually have a stack of stuff. If I put something on and I say I'm not gonna wear that, I don't feel good in it, I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't wanna keep it for next time when I'm not gonna feel good in it again. The other thing is unwanted winter stuff. Like if you're going skiing and I'm gonna save this because I might go, in the mountains or whatever, you're gonna have maybe one or two items that you need for that. The rest of it is just overkill. You're just saving it if and when. Those are not things to hang on to. And by the time you open them up, they might be damaged or deteriorated, or you're probably not gonna wanna wear it. So get rid of that stuff. Books. This is a hard one because most people don't want to get rid of their books. I hear this a lot. People have bookshelves along a whole wall and they say they need them all. But the truth is they're not going to read them again. And if you're not going to read them, only save the books that you will pick up and actually read again. Otherwise, you're just saving them to carry around with you, and they will stay in the boxes at the next house that you probably will never even put them out to put them on a shelf. So especially when you're downsizing, you just don't have the space for that stuff and you have to prioritize it. Expired food and spices. That is a big one because most of the time people don't look at that. They don't look at the fact that the dates on the food or the cans are expired, the spices are stuck together. Open them up. If they don't break free and definitely move around and shake, they're probably hard as a rock. They're probably destroyed. Broken projects that aren't fixed. Things like legs of a chair, or I'm gonna fix that chair, or I'm gonna fix this project. If you haven't fixed it yet, you probably didn't miss it and you probably don't need it. Don't save that stuff. Worn out towels and linen. So that's a big thing because people will have stacks, and if you have a linen closet, you can save all that stuff and you just keep backing it up there. You get new sheets and you keep the old ones just in case. We don't use that anymore. So go ahead and get rid of the extras. Old boxes. Get rid of old boxes that you're keeping. If you think, oh, later I'm gonna wrap a present with them, or I really need that for this reason, I guarantee you won't. Most of the time we use gift bags now. We don't even wrap things up like we used to, but maybe a couple, but for the rest of the boxes, they need to go. Duplicate kitchen items, meaning I bought myself a new spatula, but I don't get rid of the old one. That makes no sense, especially if it's burnt or browned or discolored. Anyway, just get rid of the extra stuff that you're not using and you don't need a bunch of extras in there. If you only grab one or two, that's what should be in the drawer. Mismatched Tupperware. This is a big thing because a lot of times I'll go to people's houses and they've saved all kinds of, whether it be Kentucky Fried Chicken or their favorite takeout restaurant, and they save all these pieces, and whether or not they have lids or no lids, get rid of the old ones. I mean, just get rid of them. You should definitely save the ones that are glass and they're able to be microwaved or heated up. Those are great, but definitely if they have no lid, that should not be something that saved a bunch of mixed match stuff. Just clean that out, purge what you don't need. I'm hoping this helps. I'm hoping this helps whether or not you're just decluttering or moving. Hopefully that does it. I'm Shauna Rogala. I'm from RA Home Source. I would love to help you with any real estate needs.